What's your reaction to the Pac-12 news?
Yeah. Well, there's no denying the significance of this. This is as big a deal as it gets to be. I mean, this is really kind of shocking. Personally, it's sad. It's sad. I grew up, again, I'm going to first talk personally. I grew up around the Pac-10, Pac-12 conference and watching it and being fortunate to be a part of it, coached in it for a long time. It's really sad. From what I know, it probably didn't need to come to this, but things happened along the way, and really unfortunate. So it's frustrating. There's some anger in there, but right now, what we're focused on is this season, and there's still a lot to be determined. For us, the conference, moving forward, there's people working on that, but right now, coaches, we're all in with our players and this season. We know we got a game September 2nd, and that's what we're getting ready for.
Have you spoken to Chancellor Christ or Knowlton about it?
They know how I feel and we feel as a program.
How do you feel?
Well, our feelings as a team have been made known to Jim and the Chancellor. Okay, I'm not privy to all their discussions. Okay, there's a lot of people working on it. They know how important it is. But again, I just go back to right now for us, it's the team and preparing for September 2nd and this season.
Have you gotten any concern from recruits?
Yeah, certainly. There's concern from everywhere. I get it. It's a big deal. Again, this is as big as it gets when you talk about conferences and realignments and all those things. So, yeah, absolutely. Right now, we don't have enough information to answer all the questions that we're getting. I don't have enough information to answer all your questions or the recruits. There'll be things happening. They're happening right now. I imagine, the decision makers that are involved in these calls are working on it. But what we can control right now is what happens on the practice field and meetings. And again, the answers that everybody is looking for, us included, we don't have those yet. I don't have those yet.
From your standpoint, when would a decision about what's going to happen in 2024 have to be made so you can plan to logistically do things?
Well, yeah, sooner than later. What does that mean? Is that days? Is that a week? Is that I don't quite know, but sooner than later.
How much does a day like this help you guys in preparation for North Texas? Just a little bit warmer.
This isn't warm. This is just a nice day in Northern California. What are we talking about? What is it today? Who's got the meter?
Upper 70s.
Upper 70s. This is not. It'll be much hotter down there. So we'll have a few days out in the heat during fall camp. The weather can't be an excuse. We got to go play. Before we get there, we need a lot of practice on ourselves. So.
You've continued to rotate guys with the ones at the quarterback position, rotate different linemen, different guys. How important is that in this time of camp?
Yeah, we're rotating a number of different guys at the quarterback position, at O-line, receiver, all over, tight end, you name it.
Any news regarding new injuries that are significant?
Other than the ones that we mentioned the other day, nothing to report yet.
So for Patrick McMorris and Big Miles Williams, is this day-to-day?
Correct. Yep.
And then in regards to the situational chapters that you guys had today during practice, how would you assess how the offense and defense did in both goal line at the end?
Okay. We got to score the ball, and we got to force field goal attempts on defense. If you look at the statistics, the red zone stats, we went over this the other day as a team. Red zone stats, the way they keep those, a bit antiquated because it's, even the worst red zone teams score touchdowns 50% of the time in the red zone. You need to get to the red zone. And then when you're down there, you got to obviously score touchdowns. But, if you kick a field goal in the red zone, the way they keep the stats, it's a win. But you need to score touchdowns. And we need to get in the red zone more often. And then when we're down there, obviously you got to put the ball in. 65% of the time or better. Defensively, you got to limit the red zone attempts, and then when you get down there, you need to force a field goal. But it's all about the number of attempts. You got to get the ball in the red zone and then score it.
Are you liking what you see in terms of process and getting to the red zone?
We're getting there. I mean, we're not there yet. So I appreciate the effort and energy, but that doesn't equal execution. So we have a ways to go.
Anything else that stood out to you so far that you're going to maybe be emphasizing the next few practices?
Yeah, making good decisions with the ball on offense, leverage on defense, getting lined up, verbal and nonverbal communications. Those things jumped out today. We had a couple pre-snap procedural issues on both sides of the ball, which are, when you grow the playbook on both sides, the variables grow and you're making decisions and you're a little winded. You got to focus. And we had too many procedural issues today on both sides of the ball.
A group that struggled last year to find their identity were the tight ends. This year, how would you assess how the tight ends have started to come along? And whether anyone's shown an advantage of blocking or passing?
Work in progress. We're a work in progress there. But I like the guys in the room. They work extremely hard. A really hard-working group. Now that hard work and focus needs to manifest itself in production on the field, but I think they're improving. I think Jack Indry's made a big jump. Local guy. He's done a good job.